Last year, prime time went Hollywood for the NFL Super Bowl commercial. Now it could be your kids' turn. We need 32 kids to be in the next NFL Super Bowl commercial. We're looking for the next generation of superstars ages 9 through 12. Parents, here's how to enter. Create a highlight reel showcasing your kids' moves, cuts, and game. Submit your video to our website, and we might just see you in Miami.
Playfootball.com/NFL. Next 100, rather. Getting that, I mean, Mia Pearl, right? Her.
Yeah, we already got the tape done. You know, we're just cutting it, putting the highlights and soundtrack behind it.
I mean, you better hope Will Selva's kids don't get chosen before yours. Will out in the newsroom in Culver City with a quarterback change down in Jacksonville.
Absolutely. What's going on at Kay? And guys, happy Tuesday to you all. If you are a Jags fan, you were hoping that that headband and mustache were handy. You would be dusting them off. By the looks of it, some of you had more than that. A full-blown framed photo of rookie Gardner Minshew in the stands on Sunday. Well, head coach Doug Marrone benching Nick Foles in favor of Minshew in the loss to the Bucs, and he's going to stick with him against the Chargers. Minshew was 16 of 27 for 147 yards with 1 INT and 1 TD. The rookie out of Washington State tossing his 14th passing touchdown of the season. Foles had 3 giveaways. Foles is set to make about $22 million next season, so things getting interesting in Jacksonville. Meanwhile, Jets safety Jamal Adams is hurting after the loss to the Bengals. Adams getting an MRI on his sprained ankle and will most likely miss practice on Wednesday. He suffered the injury in the first series and was seen with tears in his eyes and a walking boot on his foot in the locker room following the game. Patriots quarterback Tom Brady also very expressive in his emotions, but it was more frustration with his receivers than anything else. We saw him on the bench pleading with his receivers to step up their games, but in his appearance on WEEI, he talked about how much he loves his pass catchers.
Guys are trying. I got no problem with, I love playing with Phil Dorsett. I love playing with Nick Kehl. Nick Kehl's, working his tail off, and he hasn't had a lot of opportunity out there, and he's learning as he's going. But, to expect someone to go out in their 3rd game of the year and it'd be perfect, I think that's unrealistic for anyone. So I love what Nick Kehl's bringing. We're gaining confidence every week. I love what Jacoby's doing. We're gaining confidence every week, gaining confidence with Muhammad. Julian and I, we played together for a long time, and I think that shows itself pretty well. I think you see, James and I, we played together a long time.
And Brady, by the way, is having one of his least productive seasons in recent years. His 6.7 yards per attempt is his lowest in a season since 2002. But in that radio appearance, hey, he loves his guys, sticking with them. So all is good, guys. Don't need to discuss anything else. Everything is fine at Foxborough.
I think I might go to Foxborough for that game this week against the Chiefs.
It's a good one.
Just as a fan. I might just go sit in the stands and just...
Popcorn?
Yeah.
Just go, hang out.
Bundle up.
What else do they have up there? Lobster
Bring a
rolls?
pie.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Yes, baked beans.
Appreciate you. Let's talk Steelers here. They continue to find ways to win games despite some setbacks along the way. A lot of adversity, a lot of injuries. Can they keep it up? That's the question as we welcome back in Aditi Kinkhabwala with more on the Steelers.
The Steelers' improbable train just continues to chug along. They've now won 6 of their last 7 games. Yesterday, they climbed out of a 10-point hole against the much more talented Browns. And their offense, outside of the 2 tight ends, every single player who either passed, caught, or ran the ball had less than 3 years of NFL experience. Now, of course, the highlight of those young guys is the undrafted rookie quarterback, Duck Hodges. Left guard Ramon Foster said yesterday, it's fun to play with a guy who has that kind of confidence. And head coach Mike Tomlin also talked about the confidence that his quarterback has in himself. Now, Tomlin did say that Hodges has earned himself another start this weekend in Arizona. The Steelers are hoping that they'll get some more experienced guys back to join him. That, of course, would be running back James Conner and wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster.
Appreciate you, Aditi Kinkhabwala, who celebrated a birthday yesterday. So happy birthday to her. Glad to have her back just in time for this stuff to go down. AFC playoff picture. You see the Steelers sitting pretty in the wild card spot at 7-5. They can make some noise. They aren't the game wreckers that we thought they'd be, or the playoff chance-making wreckers for other squads. They're going to get in this thing potentially. So believe it or not, time. Believe it or not.
Bang! Let's go!
Big division win against the Browns. 7-5. They're in the 6th seed. Meanwhile, after Sunday, the Titans have won 5 of their last 6. So believe it or not, the Titans are a tougher opponent than the Steelers. Who would you rather play right now?
The Titans are a tougher opponent, and it's a beautiful time to be alive. The Titans run the ball better. They have the hottest running back in the league. It's not even close. And they got better quarterback play. I mean, the fact that we are celebrating not only the Titans, who have been a tedious watch over the last 5 to 7 years, Ryan Tannehill, who's been a tedious watch over the last 5 to 7 years, are both must-see TV. I will take Lamar and the Ravens #1 and the Titans #2, and I would want to play the Steelers way before them.
Yeah, this comes down to, as my guy Adam Shine would say, who's got the edge?
What's up, Nate?
What's going on? Who has the edge at quarterback?
Love Shine.
I'm going to go with Ryan Tannehill over Doug Dodges. And then if you talk about head coaches, I'm going to go with Mike Tomlin. So right there, you're split. But if it comes to the running game, which I feel like December and January, it always comes down to the running game. I trust Derrick Henry more than I trust 75% of the running backs in the league.
Talk about
in
it.
December. Because when
Preach
he's
about it.
coming downhill like he's coming down right now,
Roll
nobody
Tide.
can stop him. So I'm going with the Titans, just because they slightly have the edge.
Triggs, their defenses are also balanced. Steelers 6th, Titans 7th.
I just don't want to be a prisoner of the moment with the Titans. I know they've had this great run here. They still got to play the Texans twice, and the Steelers have been there, done that. I mean, I know it's not Ben, and I know it's not it's Antonio Brown, and Juju might be out on the mend right now, but Tomlin's been there, Cam Hayward's been there, David DeCastro's been there, Marquise Pouncey's
Peter,
been
this
there.
is such an insightful answer.
I
mean it.
I'm being dead
You're being
serious.
very practical,
I'm being
and I
practical,
know.
And it's like, I know.
So who has the edge? Who are you picking?
I would
Tannehill?
not want to face the Steelers in a playoff game with Mike Tomlin on those sidelines and all of the stuff they've got.
What about this weekend?
This weekend, it might be, the Titans.
What if I told you that they have the 2nd highest scoring team, the Titans do, since Tannehill?
Yeah, no, he's been
I'm
great.
in. I'm in, baby.
2nd highest scoring in the
Go,
NFL.
baby.
I don't see too
What?
many flaws on that team right now.
All right, let's go to the NFC side of things. Breaking down the Cowboys in this playoff picture. They're sitting there at 6-6, following a tough loss on Thanksgiving, opening the door for Philadelphia to get back into the NFC East race. And then came the Dolphins. The Eagles slid back to 5-7. So believe it or not, Nate, the Cowboys will still win the NFC East.
Yes. One word comes to mind. More. I feel like they're more motivated because of all the criticism, and rightfully so, unfulfilled expectations on this squad. They're more talented than any other team in the division, and a lot of teams in the NFL. And then finally, Kellen Moore. He needs to show more creativity, and he will in December. Because right now, we're talking about Kellen Moore like a lot of people talked about Scott Linehan. He needs to show more creativity to get this offense.
Nate, what do you want? Seriously, like, do you want double reverse passes and that type of stuff? Or
I want to see a lot of motions and movement behind the line of scrimmage before the snap. Make it easy on Dak Prescott to read the defenses. What we're seeing in a lot of offenses, one guy, we saw last night, we'll see Tyler Lockett go from the left side of the field to the right side of the field. Russell Wilson sees a cornerback following with Tyler Lockett. Now all of a sudden, as a quarterback, he says, this is man coverage. It basically cuts down half the field for you.
All right.
Look, I was firsthand for that Eagles debacle on Sunday, and yet I can't say they're out of this thing yet. They play the Giants this weekend. They play the Redskins the weekend after that. And they got the Cowboys at home. So you start winning those games right there, and guess who they finish with? The Giants again. So the Eagles could still win 4 straight games here, and the Eagles could end up 9-7. I don't see the Cowboys winning 4 straight games, and that really matters. We talk about Week 16, Cowboys at Eagles. That's where it's going to be decided.
But 3 of their last 4 games are against losing teams. We've seen the Cowboys win against all losing teams. So, like,
subpar teams, they play
close
well.
right to the end.
Yeah, and listen, it's the NFC East, a.k.a. the NFC asteroid. I mean, they're all terrible. There was an article I saw this morning on The Ringer wondering if this is the worst division in the NFL history. They're actually looking into it, and they might have something. Look no further than the Redskins are still in it. And I'm not even joking. The Redskins with Haskins and all that could still win this thing at 7-9. But in a division that bad, you look for the one truth, and the one truth for 2 straight years is that Dallas can beat Philadelphia. They have over and over, including this year.
In Philly, though. In Philly this game, Week 16, yeah?
It's compelling.
Yeah.
And Peter, I'll be watching.
Yeah.
But I like Dallas until Philly proves me wrong.
Triggs, those losses to
owns
the
wins.
Lions, the Falcons, and Dolphins,
They're bad.
hard to be on board.
They're bad. The Cowboys lost to the Jets.
Yeah.
You know, like I've seen
They're 6-1,
bad losses.
6-1 though against losing teams.
It's fair.
Peter, did you raid Richard Grieco's wardrobe?
Hey.
You look incredible
Hey.
today.
Hey.
You look hot.
Didn't
What's
shave.
going on?
Got
I
cool
like the
jacket.
no-shave Schrager.
I love it with that leather jacket and a T-shirt when you got a comb in your pocket.
21 Jump Street, baby.
Peter hit the jukebox on the way in. Hey, Schragerelli.
I
You look
love
good.
it. 2 crowns
Sexy.
sent to Nashville last week. Who takes home this week's aim?
It's one of the best we've ever had, and I said that before. This time I really mean it. Great
Do we get a Thanksgiving treat from Shy Tuttle?
Oh, yeah. Who? Shy Tuttle? Not familiar with his work.
Two powerhouses took L's over the weekend. How did that shake up the power rankings? Also, I believe we are rapping on the show today.
Cool. I'm in.
Rhyming, rapping.
That's right.
Yeah.